In today's episode, I got three things that I want to talk to you guys about. Two of them are movies, and the third thing is this item right here is an unboxing for you guys. That, you know me, I don't do a lot of unboxings, but this is something that I definitely want to show you guys. So, I'm going to talk about the two movies, and one of the movies happens to do with this item. As I said in last month's video, you guys definitely wanted to stick around and see this episode. So, without further ado, let's get started. Hey guys, Rob here. Welcome to the show. Good to see you guys. Hey subscribers, welcome back. I'm glad you guys all came for this episode because, as I said, I had some cool things I was going to talk about. And first two things I'm going to talk about is two movies, but I also have this reveal here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move over to the movie wall, and we'll talk about the movies, and then we'll come back and we'll take a look at this item right here, which, by the way, has to do with one of the movies that I'm talking about today. So, the wonderful thing about movie magic. I will be right back. So hey guys, we're at the movie wall. So now I'm going to talk about two movies. By the way, before I get into any of the movie stuff, you know me, and you guys, I think you really appreciate it. I'm also doing the no spoilers. Did I add that sound effect? I don't think I did. Anyway. Anyway, the first movie I want to talk about is this movie right here. Dune 2. So, I saw the movie, the first one. Loved it. I loved the direction that they went with it. Now, of course, I also remember watching the original one, which is this movie right here. The original Dune, which is, of course, a cramped down, shorter version of what they're doing with this. So, anyway, love the first one. Now, the second one, for me, one of the toughest things is that I had to go see the movie, but it was at a later showing. So, and when I say later showing, I'm talking about like 10 o'clock at night, you know. And for me, as I've gotten older, it's hard to stay awake during that. And of course, that movie was like almost over 3 hours. So I was able to stay awake. I was able to watch it. And I liked the beginning part of it. I liked the middle. I liked the ending. I liked everything that was in between, action and all that stuff. But I think the hardest thing for me was, oh my goodness, that was really, really late at night. So anyway, good film. Definitely recommend if you've seen the first part, definitely check out the second part. So the next movie I'm going to talk about is this movie right here, which is Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. Now, I have been waiting for this movie. I've been anticipating this. I've seen the trailers and then the other trailers and the international trailers and all of this stuff about this movie. And I've been very excited, especially when I heard that they were kind of using some of the material that was like in the real Ghostbusters cartoon show. So I was like, oh, that's going to be awesome because that will open that franchise up way, way bigger. You know, so I thought that was really cool. And of course, the theater I went to, by the way, and I got to show you guys this because you get a kick out of it. This is not the reveal, by the way. That will be later. But I did also get, so I was watching the movie and stuff like that, and I had to get one of the green Slimer popcorn buckets. And this guy, he's like solid plastic, and as you can see, he's got a really big mouth. He's got the glowing, well, I wouldn't say they're glowing, but he's got the eyes and whatever and stuff like that, and then the big mouth where you can get the popcorn out of and stuff. But I think the one thing that is super funny about him, and I'll show you this, Yeah, he's got quite the back end there. So, yeah. But anyways, I had this and I had this sitting at my the little table that was actually on my chair. And as I was watching the movie, I had a couple of people that were like, "Where did you get that?" And so on and so forth. So, yeah, this was super cool. Not the reveal though. But anyway, I thought I would just tell you guys that what I thought of the movie, I loved it. I thought everything was good. There was a lot of parts though that was kind of a little fast paced and stuff, or they kind of, I know they skipped some stuff or they took some stuff out, but I still liked it. I still loved Ghostbusters because I love Ghostbusters. I just can't go wrong with Ghostbusters. And I know a lot of people have been saying they didn't like it. Well, I mean, my opinion is mine. And if you guys seen it or haven't seen it yet, are going to see it, definitely check it out. I think it's a good film. I think it's fun. And especially it does have some moments where it's kind of like, wow, cool. Or they have those kind of kind of moments. So, yeah, but totally. But yeah, I did want to talk to you guys about that and whatever. But, as I said, Slimer was not the reveal. But I do have an unboxing for you guys. So I'm going to head back over to my table. And as I said, movie magic. You guys are going to see this in seconds. But we are going to reveal this new item that I got just recently. And we'll go from there. So I see you in a second. Alright guys, so here we are. The new reveal. And as I said, this has to do with one of the movies, which was Ghostbusters. So what could this be? Well, if it has to do with Ghostbusters, it must be something cool. Well, it is actually cool. And what I got for you guys is, ta-da! The new, this is not the Spengler one, this is actually the 1984 Ghostbusters Proton Wand. Now, you're probably thinking, wait a minute, didn't you already have a Ghostbusters Proton Wand? Actually, I have two, which is pretty funny. But, no, this is now my third one, but this is actually 1984 version. So actually, this one is a bit different than the other ones. But that's why I wanted to show this to you guys, because I wanted to show you the difference between them and see if there's anything that you guys can tell that's different. But yeah, definitely. So what I'm going to do, I'll bring the camera over here and we will unbox this bad boy and take a look on the inside of this and see what we can do from there. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I'm just going to step behind the camera here so that you guys can see this in all of its glory. Because I'd want you guys to see this more than seeing me, of course, because, yeah, anyway. Or wait, you guys do come to see me and what I do, so that's why you subscribe. Anyway, so let's go ahead and open this up. But before we open it, I kind of want to show you guys the details on the front here. So here is, you can actually see, Neutrino Wand, 1984. You can see it's got the picture of it, and it's actually got its own little stand in there and stuff like that. So, but the box is definitely different, but look at that detail there, which is really cool. And then, got the Ghostbusters logo. And then if you go on the back here, guys, you can see, yeah, all of the details there. Now, from what I heard, this one's also got, it's got brand new wiring in it as well. So the wiring is a little bit different than the other Neutrino ones. So definitely, let's take that off, set that aside, and so that's really cool that it's got right there Neutrino Wand on the top. Oh, check this out. It's got this sticker on it, which is not really a sticker, but you can see EPA, and it's got November 10th, 1984 on there, and then it's Walter Peck, so that's pretty cool. Alright, let's see. I see our opening is right here on the bottom, so we'll go ahead and slice that open there and there. And I'm assuming, oh, nope, we got more tape. Got tape there and tape there. All right, let's try that now. Aha, there we go. And ta-da! Now, I'm also assuming that some of you guys probably wonder, have I seen this yet? No, this is actually a first time opening this, so of course I wanted to show you guys. So we're definitely going to dig into this and go from there. We got our paperwork, which gives us all of our information of how to put everything together, including battery stuff and whatever. Everything is pretty much the same. Yeah, everything is pretty much the same on here, just like the other Neutrino wand as well. So here we have all of our little packaged goodies, which is for the stand and everything else. So let me set that stuff aside. Let's see if we can just pull this right up and out, like so. Okay. Move that over here, out of the way. So all of this stuff looks like it is just tied on here, except for this. This just comes right off. Set that aside there. This box that's kind of tied down here. I kind of like the weight to this too. It's a little heavier than the other ones. There we go. And we got one little thing there. There we go. Get that off of there. Alright. So, now I did notice that right away they put the new orange tip on there. But the one thing I love about this already is this is actually, compared to the other one, this one has actually got the handles. The actual like grips on here, including on the back, instead of having the tape. Now what I'll do is I'll bring my other one over here too, and we can compare those and take a look at it. So yeah, let me do that, and I will be right back. Okay, guys, so sorry about that. I actually had to recharge my battery real quick, so but we're still in the process of taking a look at the two wands here. So I got them side by side now. So here is the Afterlife wand, which has got the shotgun handle on it. And the thing is that here, and actually let me move this stuff out of here. That stuff's just gonna get in the way. Put these, whoops, sorry about that. Didn't mean to bump you. Put this in there as well, so that we have more space. There we go. Put all this stuff in there as well. All right. Now, so let's see here. All right. So let me put these out here for you guys so you can see them a little bit better there. All right. So first thing I'll show you guys is on the Afterlife one. I'll zoom in here as best I can. So I wanted you guys to see a little bit better in the detail there. Then I can always bring it closer too. So one of the things that's different is, as I said, like these were made with this, they had the silver tip on them. Well, they've changed them over to having the orange tip now as a safety precaution. The next thing is that right here you have this orange button, which is actually a switch that you can push. This black button is not. So, but you got the shotgun piece there. And now as we go further down, we got the clippered valve, we got the little adjuster. So you got your switches, which I love that these switches are all like actual like good switches. We got our green wire here, we got our fake tape piece on here, and then of course you got your other switches here, you know, for your intensity and all that. And then of course you have your trigger, which of course pops this open and closed, so you get that safety open basically. So there's that one for the Afterlife one. Now, so after you guys look at that, oh, and I also forgot to mention, so right there too, got this little orange guy right there. Okay, so that's Afterlife one. Now we're going to zoom out just a little bit here, and I wanted to show you guys the 84 one. Now, so you look at 84, once again, orange tip that they added to this, but now you get into, there's that orange switch, which is still switch, but now they made this one red, which is kind of weird. Like, why did you make that red? But when you look at the handles now, so this is actually like a grip, and it actually has that worn feel to it, and it actually feels a little bit like those grips back in those days. So, but then of course we go along the top here, you know, got your clippered valve, you know, got your little switch that adjusts the power and all that stuff. But here, right here, this is supposed to be orange and it's black, but we still have our same, you know, switches here, you know, and then we got our switch over here, and then our intensity button, which definitely sounds like a much stronger button there. And then of course, you know, you got your green line here, we got our same little trigger switch here, but then also we do have the handle here, which is more of like the grips that they had back then. So you got that actual, like, you know, feeling of holding the Neutron one. Now, the nice thing is, I happen to know that they still have the same sound effects. You know, the same sound effects that are in this one are the same as in this one. So they didn't change anything. The only other thing I noticed though is on the back of this, there's actually, compared to this one, now of course this was actually connected to my proton pack, but in the back here, you know, this is where you could take off the cap and whatever. On this one, they've actually put a tiny little screw inside there for this cap. which is kind of like, huh, I wonder why they did that. But I'm going to want to take this off so that I can power it up just so you guys can hear it. So hang on 1 second. Okay, guys, so go ahead and take this little tiny screw out of there. Okay. Alright. And now we can take the battery compartment piece out of there. And I just so happen to have some batteries that I can try this out on. So let me go ahead and put those in real quick here. One and boom. Okay, so we've got the batteries in, and of course this also can only go in one way, which is nice. Now I'm not going to put that screw back in because, well, that's just silly for now. In fact, to me it doesn't even line up anyway, so alright, let's go ahead and that's glowing super bright too. But I know on the other one, that one always glowed. But so now this is actually super bright right here. And it's definitely got that rumbling motor in it. So you can see with that meter in there. And then of course the classic but it also has the slime thrower. So everything about this is still really cool, and especially because, I mean, it's got the same sound effects and everything like that, and it just, but it feels so much more like the Ghostbusters one that I like. And that sound effect is so cool. And it's also got that super cool overheat situation, so then you got to hit your switches and then yeah. Yeah, and see if it's got the clipper piece. And it certainly shuts off on its own after a little bit too. So, yeah, so I mean, the only other thing I noticed too was the clipper valves. This one is actually bigger on this side. But other than that, everything else looks pretty well spot on here. So, alright guys, but anyway, thought I'd just show you that, and then as I said, talked about the movies and all that stuff. Yeah, this was super cool, and in fact I was waiting for this because this is eventually going to go on my pack, which that's the other thing I love about this is adaptable to the Afterlife pack. So then this will give it a more authentic look that I like, which is the 84 pack, and kind of go from there. So, but anyway, guys, thanks for watching the show. You guys know, and like I always say to you guys, if you like my content, please hit those like buttons for me because that does help. And if you like my content and you enjoy watching what I do, because I know there's people out there just like you guys that are absolutely loving my content. So if you guys love my content, please hit that subscribe button for me because that also does help. So other than that, guys, thank you very much for watching my show. Thank you for watching me do this unboxing. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And other than that, guys, I will see you next time. And hopefully next month I should have some more really cool stuff that I want to show you guys. So other than that, guys, you have yourself a good one. Take care. See you next time. Bye.